If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. This is a 3-part series, roughly, about our motorhome trip in 2018 to Istanbul and beyond, obviously. I hope you enjoy the video. We would have stayed on Corfu for longer than 6 days. Unfortunately, the van's fridge decided to pack up. As there was nowhere on the island that we could find to get it fixed, we decided to return to the mainland, whereupon, obviously, it fixed itself. Anyway, we had other places to see. It would have been nice to have gone down to the Peloponnese, and although we never had the time constraints that we had in the Balkans, we thought it was maybe going to be a little bit too far to do that, as well as the other places that we wanted to see both in Greece and across Europe. So we headed to Meteora. I'll let the photographs show you. It's a beautiful place. After Meteora, we headed east across Greece, visiting Thessaloniki and Kamaras, where the Roman aqueduct is. And then after that, we continued into Turkey. It was good crossing the border into Turkey. There's another country to be ticked off our list. But trying to find a campsite was a little bit of a problem. We weren't quite in the tourist season. So we did actually eventually find one. I'll show you the photographs. It did for us, but I don't think it would do for a lot of people. But yeah, it served a purpose. Sat-navs are marvellous things, especially when going into a city that you're unfamiliar with. We were heading for the historical centre of Istanbul. I was naively surprised on the road in that this city, which has a population half as big again as London, should have such modern buildings on the outskirts, but yeah, that's my naivety. The sat-nav was trying to take us to the location on the wrong side of a railway line, which meant that we ended up going down some streets which were, how can I put it, a little challenging for the driver, but we managed it. A 4.5-ton motorhome is rarely seen on such streets in Istanbul, I think. Anyway, when we arrived at the place to stay overnight, we were satisfied with the security measures, razor wire on top of the wall, which was right next to a railway line, a 5-a-side football pitch where they played until 2 a.m. But everything kind of served a purpose. The toilet emptying facilities, well, probably best that I don't talk about those. But other than that, everything was fine, apart from the noise. Well, I mean, it was Istanbul, and there are 1 or 2 minarets. So obviously at 5 a.m. there was a call to prayers. Well, Once the call to prayers had finished, about 6, then the Christians weren't going to be outdone, were they? So we started with the church bells. The five-a-side football finished at 2, and the cockerel kind of started about that time as well, and seemed to enjoy having a place immediately underneath our van, right by our bed. So, needless to say, we got very little sleep when we were in Istanbul. Having said that, it goes down as probably our favourite city of all the places we've visited. You really feel like you're at the crossroads of where the East meets West. The culture and everything was just, well, it was just remarkable. And we have very fond memories of the place.